everybody, and welcome into week 3 of JB's College Hockey Gambling Show. I am your host, Big Nacho, here with Braves. JB's really brave today. JB, how the Braves did today? Yesterday.
They lost yesterday, but it's tied today.
Tied, yes.
0-0.
Okay.
6.
Quace, how you doing down there on the other end?
I'm doing excellent today. Rooting for the Phillies.
What's not doing excellent, JB? Quace's picks. They haven't been very good. Okay, but you know what? I had a great week last week. Me and JB tied. We went 6-4. Quace went like 5-6.
It's not bad.
For him, he's
Improving.
That was a great improvement from what we saw week 1, and that's what we'd like to see here. All right, guys, we are starting this week with UMass Lowell heading to Michigan State. JB, what do you guys both think actually about this series? It's a little interesting one. We haven't really touched on either of these two teams this year.
I'm feeling UMass tomorrow for a Thursday game.
UMass Lowell? Why is that? They've kind of been shit this season, JB.
Michigan State, they're not all there yet. I see UMass kind of creaming them tomorrow.
Oh.
I think this is going to be a good series. Both teams struggled early this season. UMass Lowell coming off a tough loss last weekend to Miami. So I'm going to take UMass Lowell money line and the over 4.5. Very low.
You took money line, correct?
I did not. I'm taking UMass Lowell -1.5 and the over. Then the over seems too easy this week. It's only 4.5.
I agree with that 100%. That's the lowest, over-under line I've ever seen in my life in college hockey. That's a guaranteed over. Boom, 4.5. What are you doing? I said this last week with Mankato and Minnesota. It didn't happen in the first period, but we are very likely to see this hit halfway through the game because it's just bound to happen. Trust us. So we all have the over there. Yep. That's an auto lock. Auto lock. Boom. See you. But contrary to what these guys have to say, UMass Lowell hasn't lost to Michigan since 2008. So think about that one.
Mm-hmm.
So JB, that plays right into your palms, doesn't it? However, since February of last year, I've said this on every platform we have here at Light the Lamp, Lowell has looked like trash. The trash of the Hockey East, and they did not look very good last week. So for that reason, I'm not even taking MSU money line. I'm actually just going to take MSU +1.5, even though it's whoa, no, I lied. I'm sorry.
Bonk.
MSU +1.5 is set at -235. That is just unreal. So obviously it's favored to be a 1-goal game here, or a MSU win. So for that reason, I'm actually just going to take straight up MSU money line.
Okay.
It's a better bet, win more money, and like I said, +4.5 or over 4.5 goals. It's just auto lock.
Yep. For our next game, we got Boston University versus Michigan. I see this game being a good game. Both teams have scored over 10 goals so far this season in their 2 games. So that's why I'm taking for this game the over 6. And I'm taking a ballsy pick of BU money line.
I agree with JB here. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. A close one. Both very good teams this year. Both top 10, I believe. So I'm going to take Michigan money line in the over 6 goals.
Okay, I have a couple stats here. Last season, Michigan went undefeated against the Hockey East. But it was only 2 games and it was UMass. So that stat you can basically just throw out the window. This game's going to be at the Yost up there in Michigan, Ann Arbor. It's going to be a little bit tricky for BU. Michigan, I think this is going to be basically their first actual test of the year. Because they played Lindenwood last week. I don't know if they're really there. You could say the same thing for BU. I think they only played, it was either like Colgate or Mercyhurst, something like that.
Yep.
And I don't know. You could say that this is the real test for either of these teams, the first one they've had this year. BU's averaged 7.5 goals a game. That's what they're averaging right now. So the over is dead. It's an easy hit. Over 6. I'm taking that easy. And you know what? I was either going to take Michigan +1.5 or the BU money line, but hearing what you guys said, I'm taking the BU money line.
Nice.
I trusted them. It's going to be a good money maker, and I think it's going to be a good series here at the Yost. But what ultimately matters is BU taking that Friday game.
All right, boys. Here we go. We have the Ohio State Buckeyes playing UConn. What do you guys have here?
You got this.
Oh, you go.
I have Ohio State. I see that UConn is having their best start for men's hockey since the 75-76 season. But
Wow.
I
At
do.
4-0?
Yeah.
It's been that long. 50 years, basically.
Yep.
Wow.
But I don't care. Ohio State, they're hot right now. They just went into Wisconsin.
It was at Ohio, but they still swept it.
Yeah. I have Ohio State. They just beat Wisconsin. I'm taking Ohio State money line. I think Ohio State's going to kill UConn, so I'm taking the over 5.5.
Okay. I will say that Ohio State did show a lot of grit on Saturday, coming back from a 3-goal deficit, being down 3-0 halfway through the second period, and ending up getting that sweep versus Wisconsin. It was at home, so, you could say it was a little bit shifty. But I'd love to see that my UConn team. I say a lot of teams are my team, but I also love UConn just the fact that last year was the farthest they've ever made it in the Hockey East tournament, getting to that final championship game, losing to UMass. But that's just the way it's going to go. And you know what? Being one of my favorite Hockey East teams, I'm going to stick with them this week. I'm going to take UConn -1.5. It's going to be tough. It's at UConn, though. Hopefully all you Husky fans on the ice bus will be there. Cheer them on! I don't know if that picked up on the mic or not, but cheer them on! And like JB said, I'm also going to take the over 5.5. I think both these teams can score quite a bit, and I don't see it being a real big goalie/defensive battle. What do you think, Glaze?
Yeah, for this one, I agree with JB a lot here. I have Ohio State at +1.5, and I'm also taking the over 5.5.
We
Roll Buckeyes.
Last week our overs, I think they went 1-4. They did not do very well. The under that me and Quays here had, Pretz and net shutout, CF 4-0. JB had the over in that one. If only BC could have put up a couple, but I don't know. So our line, it's shifty, but we love our overs, and they're going to hit this week. Boom. All right, guys. We have one of our classes we've had this team on every week so far. ASU, Colgate's heading down south to AZ. They're hitting the desert. I don't know how that's going to fare. What are you guys thinking about this one? Or you want me to? I'm going to lead off. Screw it. You know what?
Okay.
I was high on ASU last week, but I wasn't totally stoned. Let's just say that because I had them at +1.5. I thought that was a good bet, and they ended up winning outright. JB had the money line that ended up hitting for him. We love to see that. And you know what? For that reason, I'm going to take ASU -1.5. I mean, Colgate, what are they going to do other than brush their teeth? I mean, come on. They've just, against ASU, their powerhouse, TJ Septemfelter, net's unstoppable. Tej, he's looked unbelievable, Tej.
Thanks, man.
And you know what? ASU, the last 2 Friday games, and even beyond that, other than last Saturday when they lost 5-4 in OT, no overs have hit for them this year. So I'm going to take the under 6. I think ASU looking like a good under team with TJ in the net. And you know what? I don't care what you guys have to say about that.
I got ASU money line. I think they've looked good so far throughout the year. They went up to Duluth, put up a good battle against Duluth.
They did. They put up a really good battle.
Yep.
Went into the Bemidji, took the first game, but fell short Saturday game.
But it was close. Do they play well in colder climates?
I think they play better.
If they lose this week, that might be a thing. They cannot play outside of cold climates. I don't know what to tell you. They're true-born hockey players.
Then I also have ASU -1.5. I think they're going to kill Colgate. And because Colgate, you can't do much with them besides brush your teeth.
So, money line, -1.5. Boom.
Yep. Boom.
Boom. Quays?
All right, boys. This one I'm going ASU money line, easy pick, and I'm also going with the under 6 goals. T just gonna shut them down.
I love the underpick there, too.
Yep. All right, boys. Here we go. We have St. Cloud State heading to Madison. Probably the shittiest hockey team ever. Wisconsin sucks.
They have. JV, let's hear what you have to say about this team.
Do you have analytics for this game?
No, because they suck. They haven't they haven't won all year. How about that for an analytics?
Jared Moe, figure it out.
Dog water. All right, I got SCSU money line and -1.5 for this game. Last year watching SCSU take it to Wisco in St. Cloud. I think it's going to be the same exact story this year, but in Wisco.
I like that pick. And you know what? You took SCSU -1.5. I have that as well. And the fact that SCSU -1.5 is set at +120.
Mm-hmm.
That is criminal. They're just asking to give their money away. I mean, take that right now. It's going to be a 5-2 game, and for that reason, well, for one, we're all going to be there. If you're at the game and you're not cheering for the over, what are you doing? You're a loser, okay? Go back to your grandma's house and watch your cats while she can go cheer harder than you can, okay?
Grow up.
Just grow up. Just grow up, live it, and cheer for the over, because otherwise I don't know what the heck you're there for. You want to see the goals. You want to see goals scored. So just do it. So yeah, over 6.
Okay, I have the same picks as JB, SCSU -1.5, and SCSU money line. Wisconsin just can't compete. The worst college hockey team in the Big Ten. They're even worse than Notre Dame, which is hard to do.
Yeah, and They're not on our card this week. They let me down last week. I had them plus 1.5. I hate to see it. I really do. But you know what? Dame sucks.
Touchy subject.
It is. Don't come at me. Alrighty, guys. You know what? We thank you for joining us in week 3 for JD's College Hockey Gambling Show. You know, we've had a great time here. We love giving you guys picks. You know, shout out Ryan Bitters in the comment. We love seeing that. That's what we love to see. I took your picks this week. I did. We put the games in. We love you. We love you. JD, tell them. Lead us out.
Let's make some money this week. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Love you guys.